Happy Frog here.
Hello!
In just a few moments, we will begin our trip to the Disneyland Resort Entrance Plaza. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another Mouse Vibes Monday. How's everyone doing today?
What's up, guys? If you are new here, my name is Ashley.
And I'm Nick.
And thanks for being here. And okay, normally the sun is down by 7 o'clock and it's not. So like for the first 30 minutes, there's going to be like, I am in the sun.
It's golden hour here in LA. Yeah, it's so weird how the weather changes and that happens. It's not as dark and ominous as it usually is.
I know, it used to be like super dark when we first started, but for right now, I'm going to just be glowing like this.
She's super glowing. Thank you guys for being here. We're so stoked. If you guys are new to Mouse Vibes Monday, we're just going to nerd out, talk all things Disney. We have a big week. We're going to talk about some breaking news that just dropped today, Halloween Horror Night updates, and then is an Encanto attraction coming to the Disneyland parks.
I know. First off, like, how do you feel about this being on a Wednesday this week?
I feel kind of weird about it.
Right? Did it throw off your week?
It's totally off. Like, I don't even know what day it is right now. But we're here, and we're stoked to be here, and thank you for dealing with our schedule, guys. I know Monday's like, we like to look forward to it as well. We'll get some stuff popping off.
I know. We appreciate it. Normally, we like starting off our Monday with all of you, but this week we just couldn't make it work because we wanted to actually go down on Monday night to see the new Encanto show. So, yes. I'm in focus. Yes.
Now you are.
No, I am. There we go. So if you guys haven't seen our new video, check it out. We just put it up yesterday, but we went and checked out the new Encanto show, and it was awesome. But thanks to good old copyright, we put up the show, but then had to put some non-copyrighted music on it.
Yeah, we'll see for your music on YouTube. That's the thing, right? We tried to find something that was kind of fun, but yeah, the funny thing is that we left it in initially and it was like a shorter edit of the actual projection show. Like, it won't get flagged. The audio like level where we were to was pretty tragic. We were in like the far right side, so if you want that really nice 5.1 audio, go to the middle because that's not what was happening where we were. It was just like the right side of the song was playing.
No, it was so crazy because we lined up early to get like such a good view, and then out of nowhere Disney like opened up the It's a Small World line, and then like 4 10-foot men just stood in front of us, and we're like, cool.
Yeah, they were basically like the Lakers stood in front of us, and they're like, what is Encanto? And we're like, this is awesome. Let's give some love to everyone in the chat. Thank you for being with us.
Yes. Okay, you guys, I just want to let you know your girl is trying to step up her tech game. You guys can't see, but if you're Patreon members, I posted about Nick's new setup, so you can't see it right now, but if you're part of Patreon, you can. But like, we have a new screen, and I'm going to be handling some tech tonight, so just bear with me because it's very hard for me to do 2 things at once, okay?
It went from like a simple laptop setup to like, it looks like NASA control center.
Literally, I'm like, oh, there's like a 20-foot screen right here, and I'm like, so let me just go through these bad boys. Vanessa, what's up? Thanks for being here. Yeah.
Ashley's so stoked. She just did the first one.
I just put up my first comment on the screen. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mimi Muller. Hi guys, I'm new around here. Can't wait to catch my first live. I believe we were DMing on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. We're so happy to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your first live.
What's up, Mimi? Thank you for being here and supporting the Mouse Vibes. It's so cool.
I feel so cool that I'm in control of the tech.
She's in control of this live, guys. It's out of my hands. Like, literally out of my hands.
Oh.
Do you like her stance for the mouse, by the way?
I'm like this. Oh my god. This is so cool.
You got it.
Kaylani, what's up? Shout out to Jalen.
You have to hit the actual icon.
Oh, there we go. Shout out to Jalen, who is on spring break this week. I hope you got to sleep in, stay up late, eat ice cream, do whatever like you normally can't do.
Spring break forever!
Woo! Spring break!
That's awesome, man. I hope you're enjoying it. Sorry we missed you on Monday, but I hope you're here tonight, Jalen.
I know. JJ Pops, yes, he's right here.
You gotta hit him up there.
Sorry, I'm trying, you guys. Yes, hi guys, happy Monday. I know we're all gonna just pretend it's Monday. This is so funny.
Thank you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Matt Props is in here.
Woo!
What's up, Melissa? Thank you for being here.
So awesome.
Thank you so much, guys. We got Jen in here. I love your photo, by the way, with Tink. Who doesn't love Tink?
I love Tink.
She's the best.
We just met Tink.
Yeah.
Right?
We actually went to Pixie Hollow at Disneyland, and it's a little bit different than normal. She has a different meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll kind of talk about that because that goes right into like Disney character meet and greets changing on April 18th, this next Monday.
Yeah.
And they built like a permanent gate there and like a little stage. So I don't think that's gonna change. I think they're gonna kind of keep that there.
Well, okay. So you guys maybe tell us in the chat. We've never done the old meet and greet, but remember in COVID, like peak COVID, she would come out in front of the league. So maybe that used to be her like actual meet and greet, right?
Now, Danny made an update where they like put the gate in there because that Pixie Hall has been closed this whole time. It just opened.
Got it.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. Likes on our videos really helps us get discovered. So if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be good.
All right, back over to you, Ash.
Oh my God.
You're nailing it.
I'm controlling this thing. Oh, okay. Happy Hump Day. Yes. Is that a People Mover shirt? Yes, this is a People Mover shirt from the Lost Bros. Moving to tomorrow, and it says Paging Mr. Tom Morrow on it. I love this shirt. It's like a distressed fit. It's like one of my favorite shirts. It's super comfortable.
I love that. It's so good. I like this one over here too. I was jamming along, then the copyright music popped up, and I laughed.
I know,
Thank you for laughing.
Nick, like, we apologize that like the basis of the video was the Encanto show, but it's like we couldn't find a workaround, so I'm sorry. If you go to our TikTok, you could see some of it, but like my apologies, you guys. We tried. Like
Lin-Manuel was on it that night because everyone who like live streamed immediately got taken down that night. Like I felt like there was 1,000 people there like live streaming it.
No, your bestie Bob was like, no one's gonna make money except for me.
I get it.
And you're just like, yes, spring break, Bob.
It goes towards the spring break fund, so I'm cool with that. More ceviche for spring break.
You guys are crazy, I swear. Oh my gosh. Crystal, what's up? Hi, loves. Love seeing Tetris on your last vid. Has anyone ever told him he sounds like Samuel Jackson? And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my Tetris upon thee. Oh my God, that is so funny. Can I just say, I think the cat's out of the bag now. Should we talk about it real quick? Okay.
We got a cat.
Tetris isn't in the chat right now because Tetris got a huge promotion at work. He is now the lead host for Billboard Worldwide. So everything when it comes to the Billboard music charts, Tetris is the lead host, and I'm so proud of him. And I just love that it's a black gay man as the lead. I am so proud of Tetris. He has worked so hard for this accomplishment. He's absolutely crushing it. He's going to be at every single award show on the red carpet with all your favorite artists if you guys are into music. And that's why he hasn't been in as many videos, because Boo is popping and he is working like 70 hours a week on top of DJing every weekend.
Yeah, he's multi-talented.
Yeah, so when he like rolled up on us at Encanto, I was like, I didn't know that he was going to go. And then he's like, oh my God, I couldn't miss it. And then we all got to hang out for a bit. And like, I just miss him so much.
Yeah, Tetris is great. We're going to have him in more videos whenever he has time. And it's like full like Tetris fashion. Joe and Betty, if you guys are in the chat, what's up? You know exactly how Tetris popped up. He popped up out of a bush in a full Encanto outfit. And we're like, of course he's here. Of course he's here.
He's like, hi. I'm like, oh, what is happening?
Just like right on cue, like right before it started. I'm like, that's my guy.
That is so
that's
funny.
my guy.
But yeah, if you guys like, if you follow Tetris on social, give him a congratulations. Like, we're just so proud of him.
Yeah, he's awesome. Here you go, Ash. Keep going. I like this. I like this position you got going.
I'm really trying to like keep up with this. Thickums theme parks. Ooh, yes, Queen. I synced it up and played the song on my phone. My kiddo couldn't tell the difference.
I love that.
Exactly. I think so. I messaged with someone and I was like, literally, if you just like play it off Spotify and then watch our video, it's like you're there.
Yeah.
Right?
It's exactly. We should have queued it. We should have done a collaboration with Spotify.
That is so funny.
I'll hit them up.
What up, Troy? Thanks for being here.
What's up, Troy?
This is so funny. Jordy, that gorgeous necklace Ashley wearing back. Okay, you guys. I don't know, like, okay. So let me just tell you, if you follow us on Instagram, I freaked out. So this necklace is the Mickey necklace from Diamond Dolls Co. And I messaged them and I was just like, hey, I'm a big fan of you guys. And like, we have a decent following on TikTok. So I was just like, hey, I'm a really big fan. Like, can we like work something out? And they actually, I didn't know what they were going to send. And they sent this beautiful necklace. This is called the Mickey necklace. They have it restocked this Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. You guys have to get it. I believe it's in the $50 range, but like, I can't get over how beautiful this necklace is.
Yeah, it looks really good on you. And the only thing that we have to do is I have to go wash their car for the next 3 weeks. So
shut up. I hate you. Whatever.
Oh, no, it looks great on you. I really do enjoy it. I think it's cool.
Right?
Is it heavy?
It's pretty heavy, but like it's like really good material. It's gold plated and it came in this like beautiful box, but they don't do a lot of restock. So if you guys want to bling bling extra at the park or just in your life like me, check it out Friday at 5 because they're going to sell out really quick. But I'm like, I love it so much.
It looks
Thank
really
you
good.
for the compliment. It means a lot.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
All right, keep going, chat girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like, woo. Mimi, do you guys enjoy cocktails during your lives? Not all the time, but tonight I have a White Claw in here.
Yeah, we're like just on brand with Disney. If you see it in a yellow cup or one of these beaker glasses, it's happening. It's a visual indication to everyone.
Sometimes we do. Tonight we're like, woo, let's do it.
We're turning up on a Wednesday. We're doing something different today.
Melissa Lee, I'm so excited to get my Four Town tee. It sold out on Shop Disney at the end of the day it was released. Me too, sister.
Just like getting concert tickets, you got to be there quick, and I'm glad you got it. If you missed out on the first time, I didn't think they were going to restock it.
Me either.
I didn't think so.
I ended up getting 2 t-shirts. We got the Four Town Faux Eva Sunshine Seeker shirt, and then the Shop Disney, so Nick and I are going to like...
Yeah.
You never not on my mind. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's going to look just like that.
Yeah.
But better.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's see. Oh, Nani Vibes, thank you for being here, and thanks for tagging us in that awesome Matterhorn post.
Aloha, you guys are the best.
Yes.
Hope to see you guys soon in the park.
Okay. Crystal, does Diamond Dolls do a lot of Disney? So pretty much all of their stuff is Disney, and basically they do drops every few months, but like it's all handmade, so it's very limited. But if you guys have seen any of the girls in the parks that have the Thanos mini ears, they're like huge Thanos crystals. That's my next purchase. I want you to be able to see me from the sun. They're like this big and like gold plated. And then they're also the company that has the like crystal rhinestone conductor hat. But yeah, they do a lot of like Disney bling bling stuff and like Coachella rave type of stuff.
Don't get her that thing, guys. Do not let her get all the Infinity Stones. Because she will snap that quick, man.
I'm getting it. But yeah, if you want more info on the necklace, head over to our Instagram. I posted a link and I tagged them. Tell them Mouse 5 sent you. But you got, like, come on. Bling bling, yes.
Yes.
Makes me want to sing Lil Wayne, but I'm not going to do that.
No, because copyright music.
Oh, yeah,
okay. That's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Keep going. You're doing it. You're crushing it so hard.
The Pew Volcano Bay this summer. We loved your live. Thank you for the info on Volcano Bay. Nick and I have never been.
No, we haven't.
And our friends, Ordinary Adventures, Peter and Kitra, they went and we saw their video and they said it's the best theme park. But I wasn't too sure about the like electronic waiting in line situation. So thanks for clarifying that. It's just like you guys, airfare to Orlando right now is gnarly.
Mm-hmm. I think like, everywhere right now, just gas in general is just crazy right now. Things are happening.
But we definitely want to book a trip to Orlando before Halloween Horror Nights. I've just never been to Volcano Bay, and everybody says that it's the absolute best water park like ever, and it just looks cool. And then you guys said the food is amazing, so I really, really want to go. I'm
like sold on it. Like I at first I had kind of like written water parks off because I worked at one living in Arizona, but that looks like the nicest water park I've ever seen. I was like, I need to do this. Yeah. It looks great. Actually, my buddy Cam is in the chat. He has a couple great videos on Volcano Bay as well.
Yeah.
He did the aqua roller coaster thing.
Yes.
I need to get on that.
Do you know what I will never do though, you guys? You know
Shout out Cam.
Shout out Cam.
He says, yo, Emily and I might be coming over to the West Coast in August. What?
Let us know.
Dude, please let us know. Let's plan some stuff. I know you want to go to Knott's. I know you want to do a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Let me know.
If any of our East Coast friends ever come out here, let us know because we want to party on the West Coast with you.
Yeah.
But what I was like...
the parks are so far here. I feel like...
They're so far.
You need a guide for like Orlando totally, but it's kind of like close that you can stumble in. Here it's like if you're trying to go to Universal and Six Flags and Knott's and Disneyland, they're all kind of far away from each other or like far from the airport, so it's a little bit difficult to get around.
Dude, everything in Orlando, like at least when we went from Disney World to Universal, it was like a 20-minute Uber.
Yeah.
And then out here when our friends come for the first time, they're like, it took me 4 hours in traffic to get from Universal Studios Hollywood to Disneyland, and then another 4 hours if you want to go to SeaWorld or the San Diego Zoo, and it's a lot.
It's because the city's getting you prepared if you're not using that Disney Genie right now. Same thing.
Can we get a genie for traffic?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A traffic genie? That's awesome. Oh, here we go. This is a good one.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Ashley's birthday is coming up Wink, wink.
Woo! Yes, April 22nd. We will be at the parks. Yes, my birthday's coming up. I'm excited. To be honest though, the older I get, like the less I enjoy my birthday because I'm like, ugh, I'm getting older. But I'm excited. It'll be fun.
No, it's going to be so much fun. And it's like the same day that Main Street Electrical Parade comes back, World of Color, and Disneyland Forever fireworks. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Forever!
Yeah, they're actually doing all of it for Ashley's birthday. Just no one else knows but us.
Yes. Oh, Melissa Lee. Oh my God, the Thanos mini ears. Raven from Magical Lifestyle has one and she killed it with their silky dress. I want those ears so bad, you guys. Like they are so, I think my friend Fit Disney Chick has them as well and they're just so beautiful, but I'm wondering how comfortable they are. But it's like sometimes beauty is not comfortable and you just have to sacrifice.
If you're trying to take over the world, comfort is not your first thing.
Yeah, comfort is not my friend if you're trying to be gorgeous, right?
If you want to break it down about people trying to take over the world, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, all those costumes look really uncomfortable.
Yeah, they
really
do.
Uncomfortable.
Like I've always wondered, is that what the machine on Darth Vader's chest is? Is it like an air conditioning machine to go into his plastic helmet? Because like, how does he breathe? Or does he not care because his face is already so ugly and melted?
I like the first option. It's just AC unit. He's like,
yeah.
He's fooling all of us. He's got AC so chill in there.
Can any Star Wars fans let us know if that's an AC unit on his chest?
We're going to say no.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. You want to keep going a couple more of these chats?
Sorry.
Let's do it.
Hi, King B. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh. Tickets are insane. My family gifted me a stay on the Star Cruiser in June and airfare was over 2 G's for my hubby and I. Dude, girl.
Shout out to your family, number one.
Your family is amazing. And yeah,
I get it.
When Nick and I priced out, so we were trying to do a really quick trip in May. We're like, let's just pop out there real quick. And airfare was $1,200 per person. And I was just like, we're okay. So we're going to try maybe to do like July or something because I want to ride Cosmic Rewind this summer.
Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get on Cosmic Rewind.
I cannot.
I cannot wait. Memorial Day weekend is going to be so turned for all of Disney. Like we get Fantasmic and then that back.
It's going to be a really big deal.
Cannot wait.
Except Disney World gets something new.
it's all good, right? But at least we're getting something. I'm stoked on that.
It's going to be awesome.
Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Emil's Peralta. Happy birthday. I think it's today, right?
Yes, it's today.
You're probably not watching it because you're celebrating your birthday, but when you get to this, happy birthday.
Yes, Emil's is one of our Patreon members, and she's just a great supporter of Mouse Vibes. She always gets our merch. She always messages us, tags us and stuff. And we just wanted to wish you a very, very happy birthday. And I hope you're celebrating and that you feel special and beautiful and all of the good things. Good energy. Birthday, birthday, birthday. Yeah!
I love that. Happy birthday. I hope you're having the best day. Even Elliot's saying he's partying with you somewhere.
Yeah, Elliot's partying with you. Woo!
I love that. So shout out to you. That's so cool.
Shout out to you.
All right, you want to get into some breaking news? Let's talk about it.
Okay, you guys. Pull up the tweet, babe. Pull up the tweet.
All right. Just dropping bombs over here.
Okay, so like 2-ish hours ago, Anaheim PD accidentally, I guess not accidentally, they sent this tweet out willingly. With the expansion of Disneyland, Disneyland Forward, and the Honda Center, OC Vibe, Anaheim is growing and so are we. Now is the time to take the first step in taking your life to the next level. Apply today for police officer, trainee, and lateral.
Couple things I'm shocked about. Boom. Dropping that casually Disney Forward in the first sentence.
Yeah.
And the other two things, Anaheim PD got a budget for a Twitter account and a TikTok. What does that account look like for TikTok? Someone pull that up.
I don't think that Anaheim like pays a social media manager. I think they like every other company has an intern because I don't feel like the police think that social media is important.
I mean, they're putting up an account right now saying we need you.
But I can't believe this. So basically, Anaheim PD confirmed, like we all like knew. We knew that Disneyland Forward was happening, but it wasn't confirmed. So none of us can be like, this is happening for sure. But there you go, folks.
I think this just makes D23 a little bit more exciting. It's kind of like getting a movie spoiler. Like, I now know I'm going to be satisfied that there's going to be an announcement made.
Yeah.
What does that announcement look like? I don't know. Because initially, like, Disney Forward was just a proposal. Mm-hmm. And things change, obviously, so quickly. Even if you have, like, blue sky concept art, or even, like, the first draft that they show the audience or the general public, it changes so much between them. Just budget reasons, logistics. Like, there's so many things. But for this is really cool. I'm just glad they're not like, we're gonna do Splash Mountain that they already announced like 5 years ago. It's like, boom, Disney Forward, a 10-year or so project. That's gonna be crazy.
I know that there's a lot of rumors that Disney wants to get rid of Paradise Pier Hotel, and that might be a reason why, much like Splash Mountain, they've literally let that hotel go to crap. Like obviously it's like their discount hotel, even though it's still really expensive, but it's like crusty and dusty, just like Main Street Electrical Parade. Don't get mad, but it's the crusty, dusty hotel, and it doesn't really fit the aesthetic of the resort anymore now that it's Pixar Pier, not Paradise Pier. So it's like, what could possibly go there? But it's like, I'm all for more thrill. I want more rides. I personally feel like we don't need more vibes in downtown Disney as much as we need to expand the park and put in more turn-up rides.
Oof. I mean, I agree with all of that. Paradise Pier Hotel, I think, was like one of those things that they were just kind of keeping on the back burner, not sure what the identity of the park was. I feel like the easy fix, obviously, is to make it like Pixar Pier Hotel, to make it kind of coincide. But now looking at, this is just concept art above us for it. The Paradise Pier Hotel is like smack dab in the middle of it. It went from like being the furthest hotel away from the action to be surrounded on all four sides. Yeah. So maybe it could be something with Avengers. If I'm betting on like for Disney right now, like I know that there was stuff put out there for like Toy Story Hotel. Like looking at what Paris is doing right now with their stuff, Avengers is where it's at. If you're able to utilize that on the West Coast and you're not on the East Coast, why not take advantage of that market? It's the number one franchise for a reason. Get people in there.
Honestly, like so I know it's controversial. The Galactic Star Cruiser, it's 50-50. Like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I can't afford that. And other people are like, oh my God, I'm a Star Wars stan, whatever. But like, what if they did like an Avengers version of a Star Cruiser hotel? Like, I don't know what that would be. Like maybe Tony Stark's tower or something. I think that would be dope. Like, what if they did that? Because we don't need another Star Wars cruiser in domestic parks. Or like what Cam just said, they should bring the Marvel Hotel from Paris. I think what would fit best there is Marvel and really put more oomph into Avengers Campus. We don't need any more Pixar, in my opinion.
I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like that was something that I was looking forward to the most. I feel like Cam as well. Like we want Avengers. We want to be talking about our favorite Marvel characters. And I would say, I don't want to be a jerk here, but I would say like Avengers Campus is pretty lackluster. I'm really excited to get to see Spider-Man and all these characters. But as like a repeat visitor, I feel like there should be more to it. And what better way than a hotel? Like a hotel would be a great way to like really make you feel like you're in that Marvel universe.
For sure. I get that. And I don't see I have no idea. This is all speculating, obviously, but like I have no idea what they're going to do with like the Hollywood land. I would assume what would make the most sense is they eventually bulldoze all of that and expand Avengers Campus, because there isn't enough to do. And for what I've been told from a lot of people is instead of the e-ticket attraction, they're going to turn that whole area where the Avengers line up into something like Star Wars Launch Bay, which to me is boring. It's like, I don't want to go into a museum. Like, I want thrill. I want more thrill. Like, we need more thrill. And if they can do something cool at the hotel and make it like an interactive experience as well, that would be cool. See, that's all I'm still an optimist. I still really believe that e-ticket attraction for Avengers is coming. I think they quoted my guy Bob Chapek recently, who said it wasn't necessarily canceled. It was on hiatus. I think that and then the Mary Poppins project in the World Showcase. Mm-hmm. Both of those are still pretty active. I don't know how much. Like, are they hanging on by a string? And then with Disney Forward, where they're like, boom, we're going to announce that. Does that push all that stuff back? Yeah. Or is that part of it? I don't know. There's so many questions, and it's like, it's a really fun time to be like a theme park fan and a Disney fan, and especially a DCA. It's been through like 3 different lifespans in 21 years. So if this is the direction, that is awesome. And that like just gives me more like stoke for World of Color that's coming out on the 22nd. Like, are we going to get a Marvel Avengers expansion World of Color? Would kind of make sense. Yeah, no, it would make sense. But also, I've said this for years. I wish, I'm not an Imagineer. I'm not an architect. This probably isn't doable. Bulldoze the Anaheim Angels Stadium and build the monorail to go down there and have that be a third park. I mean, that, my friend, would turn us into Disneyland Resort. A full resort. We don't have enough to do at Disneyland. That's just me. I know I sound like an entitled local, but we don't have enough to do. Whoa. Shots fired. All right, let's hit the chat, Ash. You got this. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I don't know if you were going to say this because of your pick on the live, but changing Tarzan's treehouse into an interactive Encanto casita fire. Ooh, girl, we're gonna get into that a bit later, but you are on the right track.
She must watch mystery docs on Netflix and stuff. She gets it. God. She can put it together.
Meggy Megs, I wonder if Disney's mad at that Anaheim PD beat them to the announcement.
You know what? It's either going to get leaked from Disney or leaked from them, because who was the guy who leaked the announcement for Guardians?
Was it a Disney employee? Wasn't it like the head of marketing out there that leaked the Cosmic Rewind announcement?
Yeah.
And he ended up being right, and all Disney did was just like have him delete the tweet, and they didn't address it. And then like a week later, it got announced.
Yeah, he was riding that ride like crazy. I love that.
I don't know, maybe because one time, you guys, so 6 years ago, we were at a music conference, and this was before they made everybody put your phones in the little metal things. And an intern, basically somebody played unreleased music from an artist on our label, and an intern recorded it and uploaded it to his Twitter and was like, oh, I heard new music from so-and-so. And that kid got fired during the conference.
Cold.
So I know it's not that serious with Disney. It's not I know it's different, but that to me, it's I just feel that's common sense. You check all, there should be a sheet or that goes out, this is when we're allowed to publicly talk about it because it's confidential. And just imagine being this person, but the intern, we felt bad because it was literally Jim Bob 55's Twitter and everybody knew. And then they announced it. They're like, Jim Bob, get up here, you're fired. And we were like, oh my god, it was crazy.
Shout out Jim Bob. I hope you're doing well now.
Shout out Jim Bob. I hope you found a new internship.
I'm not trying to go story for story, but one of my first post house I ever worked at, I won't say the name of it right now, but we were working on first season of Game of Thrones, and there was someone in our building, we were working on it, and all the projects were watermarked, and it was up on Reddit that night, the finale episode, a week before. And the watermark is invisible to the naked eye. And this guy didn't realize what he had ripped and taken with him, but we knew immediately he got canned within an hour. He was like, I won't know, but yeah, it was amazing. That's crazy.
There's that, I know. It's just crazy. I couldn't imagine being the person that made the boo-boo error like this. This isn't I guess it is a big deal, but even when Disney announces it officially, it'll be a big deal, but I just wouldn't want to be that person. You know what I mean? Where they know, they're like, Nick Roa, get up here. We saw your Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I don't have Twitter.
Yes, stay off Twitter forever, babe.
Here we go. We have MC Junebug here. What's up?
What up, MC Junebug? We're going to talk about Halloween Horror Nights coming up here pretty soon.
Let's talk about it right now.
Yeah, let's get into it. Now that you're in the chat. But so our friend Scott at SoCal Explorin'.
Let's just stay on the speculation.
Oh, speculation.
Because this is all speculation. As much as Anaheim PD has a tweet that's coming out. I don't know this source. I don't follow them. I don't know how accurate they've been on other predictions. There are no Scott Gustin or whatever his name is. I have no idea. And the fact that I didn't do a little deeper, we don't really know. This is pretty up there. Someone could have made this account and just dropped that. I have no idea. I didn't do any digging. But continue on the speculation train. Let's go into Universal Studios Hollywood. Talk about Halloween Horror Nights. Everyone's been talking about what these possible mazes could be. And one of our favorite people who covers Universal Studios Hollywood recently was there and did an update on Twitter. So let's go into it.
Okay, so if you guys don't follow Scott at Exploring Attractions, it's SoCal Exploring on YouTube. He does a lot of speculating for Halloween Horror Nights, and he's just awesome. But these pictures were posted on Twitter today. Nick had this really good theory on what it can be, and obviously this is all guessing. None of this is confirmed.
So again, if you guys aren't familiar with Halloween Horror Nights, Universal, whatever, that was our first time going last year. This is the second year that they're doing this in the Curious George parking lot. So there's 2 actual tents down there that they're pop-up tents, I guess. Just temporary stations. But this one on this side right here, we'll kind of go a little bit closer so we can look at it. Definitely looks like some type of house, right? And if you kind of examine it a little bit more, it looks like the windows are boarded up. And if you kind of look at the door, it's decrepit. The roof has patches in it. And it kind of reminds me that this could be something for Netflix. I'm guessing it's going to be for Fear Street. I have no idea. Again, I'm not Bob Chapek. I don't know anything about any of this. But if I had to guess, I would say that this is going to be a Netflix house. In years past, this exact tent has been saved for Netflix appropriate shows, and it kind of makes sense. I think last year it was Haunting of Hill House, going into the next big horror franchise for Netflix, Fear Street.
Yeah, I would say you're not John Murdy, not Bob Chapek.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry, guys.
But the reason, like, we've been saying Fear Street forever because we love it, and we know that, like, it did fairly well. And, like, even though Squid Games could be a big contender, not for this house specifically, and even Stranger Things, which we haven't seen the new 2 seasons yet, none of us are going to know until, May or June or July or whatever. But we did the Netflix pop-up last summer. And this looks like the facade of the church from Fear Street 1666. And then the way that it's boarded up and everything. I mean, it could be a church from anything. Like, who knows? But, like, that would be my guess.
I mean, it's a pretty broad thing. Yeah. Boarding up, decrepit. This goes hand in hand with horror since the beginning of time. Like, I'm just taking a guess. And the way that I kind of do this, since it's Coachella weekend, we'll kind of speculate on this. For Coachella every single year, it's the speculation of who's going to be on the lineup. Who are the headliners? What stage are they playing on? And you kind of have to use like a guide of like how they've done things in years past to kind of put where people are going to be. And I feel like that's a similar situation with Universal Studios Hollywood and Halloween Horror Nights. This tent, again, like I was saying, has been for a Netflix show in previous time. It also makes sense that it's not a Universal IP, that they're not going to invest a ton of money in it, and it's usually going to be a pop-up area. Again, it could be multiple things. If you want to talk about the church, that's one thing. If you want to talk about Fear Street in 1994, there is a boarded up house in that as well.
Yeah.
Also in the one where they go into the woods, what is it, 1976?
76, yeah.
Similar situation. There's a lot of places where things like that pop up, but I would have to guess. I'm still putting my money on Fear Street.
Fear Street has been my like biggest want for Halloween Horror Nights this year, just because like I loved the 3-part series. I thought it was really great, and I love that it was kind of for all ages. Like, it was also for, like, the young kids that, like, kind of want to dip their toe in horror, but it wasn't, like, too crazy, just because it did come from, a teen book?
From an R.L. Stein movie.
Yeah, R.L. Stein book. But when we saw this today, I was like, dang, they're, like, really making progress for Halloween Horror Nights. But that's our guess, but who knows? Who
knows? Okay, so kind of go to the next slide. So that's going to be for the Curious George parking lot area. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be by the Mummy on the lower lot. The cool thing about this facade right now is that we know that it's supposed to be a 2-story building. Obviously, the extended tent is not, but the facade gives it that it's a bigger building. There's a lot of speculation on what this could be. Was this last year Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I believe it was.
I think it was.
Yeah. No
idea what it could possibly be. The fact that they're building something big, just kind of cool to look at.
Yeah.
I don't really know. What would your guess be?
I have no idea. I'm like, this is going to be our second haunt season. We keep saying this. And like, I have no idea what this can be. I'm like not good at speculating this stuff. But everyone on Twitter is guessing that it's going to be like a mummy maze. I don't know. But
a mummy maze attached to the mummy ride.
Yeah. That would be scary though. Like an Emotep maze. That'd be freaky.
Are we talking like Brendan Fraser or Tom Cruise? Like what mummy?
Just like mummies, like dead mummies.
Mummy, like Under Wraps, the Disney Channel
original
movie.
Like Egyptian tomb mummies. But then I don't know.
Who knows? It's all kind of up in the air at the moment. We're just speculating, having fun. These are things Ashley asked me to put on here, and we're just kind of diving into it.
I just think it's fun. Like, it's fun to talk about.
This is one that I've kind of heard a little bit about from people who've experienced Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios Hollywood previous years. This is going to be on the upper lot next to Mel's Diner, and last year this was the Bride of Frankenstein. If we want to keep going down, like what they do in years past, they've really reserved this for like OG haunts or haunts that have made a couple different appearances at, Universal Orlando or whatever. So looking at this facade, they're building it up, and everyone is saying that this is going to be a La Llorona facade. And it's like identical really to what the shape is of this. So that's something we're going to have to look forward to.
So I remember they did a La Llorona, sorry if I'm saying La Llorona, that's how you pronounce it, right? They had this maze in years past, and I watched it on YouTube, and it was super scary. And I personally thought the movie was super scary. If that's what it is, that's going to... like anything with like ghosts and supernatural, like I've said this before, Texas Chainsaw didn't really scare me, like just the loud noise, but like the Exorcist type of stuff and like the ghost, because I believe in that I almost said
Ooh.
I almost said a bad word. That stuff freaks me out. Ooh, God.
And if you kind of want to see what it is, you want those spoilers, go look on YouTube. It's Universal Studios Orlando Halloween Horror Night 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So really looking forward to that. It's going to be really awesome.
But I love Jiminy Disney's comment right here. I love how these are so far along. Why don't they keep these year round? I honestly don't think it's practical to keep them year round. One, because it'll make the park, just look a bit sloppy. And also, I think non-Halloween Horror Nights times, they use that back area for cast members to get from A to B, maybe lunch areas, what have you. And also the cost of it, running it, the scare actors and everything. And also you have to think about weather. Now that weather has been psycho here in Southern California. Thank you, global warming. I don't think it's practical to leave them year round, but I do wish that they would have one standing horror walkthrough throughout the year. It's like we got the Walking Dead maze and it just died after a few years. And then remember the Universal Monsters one? I wish they would dedicate one year round because it is fun for visitors.
It just goes back to they've tried to really push that very heavily Universal, and it's just not really popular year round. All of the ones that you've talked about, I believe it was there was a Van Helsing one, and then there was a Monsters one where it was Chucky and Dracula and all your favorite monsters in one area. And then it became Walking Dead, and the Walking Dead, I mean, it was the deadest ride on property. You could walk through it no problem any time of day. So I feel as much as horror fans really love it, come on, for 30 years you would not mess with Halloween Horror Nights.
That's true.
So I mean, it's just not practical. And
also it's you have to think about it just Supreme shoe drops or clothing drops or whatever. It's to get people what we're doing right now, speculating on this and whatever, to make it for a limited run, it makes it more special. But I wish they had one house running 6 months of the year. You feel me?
Agreed. This is a good one from Cam. I like this one.
Not Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood, but do you think The Weeknd will actually get a house in Orlando? Do you guys want to know something funny? I asked a couple people at The Weeknd's record label, and the answer that I got from them was didn't you see his Twitter? So it was kind of durr. But I don't know if it's going to be Hollywood or Orlando. I think he's going to have a house somewhere. 100% he's going to. I feel it would make more sense for Hollywood. Don't you think?
If I was him, I would want it in Orlando because Orlando's going to give him the budget to do what he wants.
And the space.
And I think that would be the better draw. I feel for us here in Hollywood, we get a lot of celebrity. We get a lot of people coming. I think that's a great draw for Orlando. I think that would fit so much better there. And if you kind of want to talk about, I've been wanting to talk about the Weeknd stuff, so I'm really glad you brought this up. Do you want to say something real quick?
I just want to say, you know how Universal Orlando, because it's triple the size of ours, you know how they have the stage and all of you guys got to see Sugar Ray? What if The Weeknd performed a special concert on
Come on.
I would die.
See, it wouldn't surprise me for an opening day thing. He seems really infectious by this, and I feel he's really passionate about this. The Weeknd, obviously, I don't want to go on a tangent about The Weeknd, but his number one artist is Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson wasn't necessarily connected to horror till Thriller, and I feel this is The Weeknd's attempt at making a Thriller album. I'm really letting out even the color scheme for it, the red leather. It's such a tip of the hat that I really feel he's definitely gonna have something. Yeah. What it's gonna be is interesting though. I don't know what it could possibly be.
He's definitely going to have something, you guys. He's tweeted out about it millions of times, and he says he's been meeting with the Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights people. So I don't know where it's going to be, but something's going to happen. Something is going to happen. It would make way more sense though, I feel in LA, just because that's where all the music stuff is. But it would be dope if he did a concert on your guys' awesome stage in Orlando. The budget's bigger. The space is bigger, and I feel it would be such a treat for locals. I think that'd be sick. Because we get all the cool stuff out here anyway. We have the Crypto Arena, we have Sunset Boulevard, and I think it'd be a treat for Orlando.
I believe it was Crystal and Chris who said it's possibly an idea for more of a scare zone so they can bump The Weeknd's music in. And I feel that's something no one's really talking about, but how cool would that be? A scare zone with playing Weeknd music and you have different segments of people popping up. Yeah. Something like that could be cool.
Either way, I hope it. I love The Weeknd. I know a lot of people are I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I love integrating music with it. I think it's really cool.
I think that's something like it's unique and different too, and changing it up. Like get someone there because his like draw is gonna be totally different from like a general Halloween Horror Nights. Like now, if you're like a super fan, you have to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This is really cool. 41 Faithful.
They should make a Scooby-Doo haunted house and have it year-round. I think that would be awesome.
That's awesome.
Dude, we literally said that last week. I'm like, how sick would it be if they did a Scooby-Doo maze, but based off of Monsters Island, Monsters Unleashed? How cool would that be? Like, but then again, for kids, it might like freak them out. But like, I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I agree.
I feel like if you do it, like maybe explore the idea of doing it like animated. I know that's weird, like 2.5D, kind of like Mickey and Minnie's. Something like that could be cool. I don't know. I feel like you'd have to come out with a new movie. Didn't they do a Scooby-Doo movie recently with Zac Efron?
Yes, the cartoon one.
How did that do? I don't think kids are into Scooby and the Gang anymore. It might be Fred's handkerchief. I don't know. Here we go from Julia. This is good. Spooky Island theme from Scooby-Doo would be so insane. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be sick. And, like, the big, like, skull chandelier and stuff, like, that would be dope.
I like this one from Sunny. This is great. This is what the people have been wanting.
Jurassic World Haunt House. Raptors popping out at you and chasing you. Let's speak it. Bro.
Now you're talking.
Okay, I don't know if you guys remember. Sorry for non-haunt people in here, but, like, do you remember, it was like a Yeti, we watched it on YouTube, it was like a Yeti maze, and you walk through the snow, and some, like, big Gilgabeest Yeti goes, like, whoosh on the ceiling. If you had to walk through, like, the Jurassic jungle, and then this big T-Rex head, I would shiz my pants. That would be so scary. That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
I agree. That would be insane.
I agree with that. That would be really fun. Like, even Jurassic World, or not Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, there's, like, that raptor scene in the tall grass. Oh. Where, like, if you were just in tall grass, and then you don't even have to get real. Like, just kind of popping in and out would be really fun. The last Jurassic World movie was basically a horror. It was like a monster movie, the second part of it.
Yeah.
That would be really scary. That's where you're going. And then your merchandising, oh my gosh, would be off the hook.
I say this so often, Universal has some, like, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, kids love dinosaurs, adults love dinosaurs, we all love dinosaurs. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? You tripping, boo. Invest more in that brand. I'm still, like, I would prefer the whole, lower lot of Universal Studios Hollywood to be Jurassic World. Screw Transformers and even Super Nintendo Land. All of it. Turn into a big, scary forest and get the gyrosphere ride. Like, that's what I'm for. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Instead of, like, squeezing in a tiny Nintendo space. Like, that's just my opinion.
I think everyone kind of agrees with that. I like this from Jiminy Disney.
A Jurassic World house would result in a heart attack. Literally, Jiminy Disney, I would, like, need adult diapers because I would be shaking in my boots.
That would be awesome.
That's so scary. Like, and you know that Universal can do it good with some, like, freaky animatronics. It's like one thing for a guy in a costume, but to have, like, an actual animatronic with, like, big teeth and stuff.
No.
Nightmares.
Oh, that's funny. Here's a cool one from Ori Adventures. What's up, guys? Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here on a Wednesday. One of the early years of Halloween Horror Nights, they had it at Islands of Adventure and did a Jurassic Park scare zone. It was before my time. Like, can we find that on YouTube?
Yeah, there's actually dinosaurs on this island.
That, like, it's so, like, we're so new to the Halloween Horror Nights stuff, but I know about a lot of the mazes because we're obsessed with watching it on YouTube for the past 5 years. Yeah. But, like, a Jurassic, I agree with everybody. That would, like, scare the crap out of me.
They need to revisit that idea because it seems like they borrow ideas from every so often.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when you want to loop back in. Maybe with Jurassic World, the third portion. Is it the finale? Is it the final one for Jurassic?
I don't know, but that, like, a scare zone, like anything, just more dinosaurs. I think that would be good.
That would be awesome. And could you imagine if, like, the person out front, because, you know, like, some of them, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's a guy out front from the movie who's, like, all freaky. How funny would it be if they were looking for, like, a Jeff Goldblum type for this? He's, like, just doing a full Jeff Goldblum impression.
Oh, what if, like...
shirtless and stuff.
What if, like, how on Pirates, you know, they used to have, why can't I think? Johnny Depp. Yeah. What if, like, they did that and then the actual Jeff Goldblum came out?
He'd just be lost out there asking questions.
Like, help, guys! With the shirt off. That'd be crazy.
I love that. That's so good. They need to make that happen. Just saying.
Come on!
All right, Jiminy Disney saying, preach, Ashley, preach.
I'm just, like, I'm so into the idea of more dinosaurs, but like, I don't, if anybody knows what maze I'm talking about, it was like a Matterhorn Yeti type Horror Nights maze. And when you walk through the snow, this like Yeti goes above you. And I remember watching it and I was so scared. And I looked at Nick and I was like,
nope,
never. Like the ceiling scares are what gets me. Like in Paranormal Inc., when that guy whooshed down on the bungee cord.
Yep.
Oh, my voice just cracked thinking about it.
Here's a good one from Troy. A Mario-themed haunted house, though. Like Bowser's Castle, you're going through and it's that music and the candles are floating.
With the ghosts!
It's only shot from the side, too.
You guys, why aren't
fun.
all of us, like, in these creative meetings? Like, where do we sign up for, like, Universal Creative Pitch meetings?
We should CC Universal right now on a huge email, right? Get everyone in here.
Like, wait, you know what I mean? We used to do these. When I worked in radio, we would, like, pick up, like, 25 kids off the street by Burbank High and ask if we could bring them in for brainstorm pitches for music. I don't even know if that was legal, come to think about it.
Sounds like you were abducting kids.
I know! Okay, can you come in and help me with the Twitter strategy? They're like, sure.
That's so
That
funny.
is so funny.
All right, let's kind of shift gears. Let's talk about some Disney stuff. So the reason why we're having our live tonight on a Wednesday was Monday we had a date night. We ended up going to Disneyland to go see the new projection show for Encanto. It was worth it. Even though the show was like 2 minutes, it was awesome to go on a Monday.
Well, yeah.
Let's kind of show it up
We'll
and
talk about it a
Yeah.
little bit.
All right, start going, Ash.
Okay, so basically, if you guys didn't know, Disney is obviously investing way more in Encanto because it is the biggest franchise since Frozen. Like, the songs have taken over everything. Like, people love it. It's amazing. I totally agree. And on top of Mirabelle being out for a meet and greet, we're going to get a new float on the Main Street Electric Parade next Friday on April 22nd. And then for a limited run over on It's a Small World, they have the We Don't Talk About Bruno projections, which premiered on Monday night. That's why we didn't have the live on Monday, because we went down there to film.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So this is really really interesting. Encanto, again, it's been like, what, a 5-month period? I believe the movie came out Thanksgiving week. Mm-hmm. And it's really been Encanto fever since then. They've had multiple songs on the Billboard Top 100. Mm-hmm. We Don't Want to Talk About Bruno has just been everywhere. It won Best Animated Picture this last year. Mm-hmm. And it was up for a slew of different awards. But it's definitely been a beast and something that we kind of want to touch on because all of the parks are really driving this IP narrative.
And if you guys remember back in, 2013 when Frozen came out, you couldn't escape it in the parks. They had Frozen pop-ups absolutely everywhere from coast to coast, and they really embraced the Frozen fandom. And I have a feeling they're going to do the exact same thing with Encanto, and I don't think we're going to stop at just this.
It doesn't really seem like it. I kind of found an article that it's kind of resurfaced now that all these 3 shows have been announced. So the projection show, the meet and greet, and then the float coming to Main Street Electrical Parade. This article now resonates a little bit more with me, and this was on The Wrap. So we'll kind of go into this and just touch on this. So recently, I believe this article came out in late February. Lin-Manuel Miranda has already pitched an Encanto ride to Disney CEO Bob Chapek, aka Mr. Spring Break. So this article at first is like, wow, like, that seems logical. It's Lin-Manuel. Of course, he probably had an idea. But kind of seeing how much of a need there is in the park and a void. Like, going back to that projection show, on paper, guys, it's a projection show on the side of Small World that you can see a couple times a night. And it's just going to play that We Don't Talk About Bruno song. Mm-hmm. But why is that important? Like, why does that, like, really hit in now? It's like, the movie's only been out 5 months. It's a great way to get this movie into the theme park immediately. And it delivers like a song that everyone is really attracted to if you're a kid. Like, all the kids were freaking out about this. And that's when it kind of hit home for me. Like, I like the movie. People love this movie. Like, love it.
Yeah, here's something that I will say. From my background in music and talking with my friends at Hollywood Records, which are the people that are distributing this music to radio, Spotify, whatever, when Frozen came out in 2013, we didn't have access to BDS, the media-based charts, the streaming charts, Billboard charts, all of that stuff digitally. So it's like it was a way different time. What was that, 9 years ago? Mm-hmm. And now we have all this immediate data for Encanto. So Disney has a slew of information where they're able to make quicker decisions, which is really mind-boggling to me, and how cool it is how futuristic everything is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's easier to forecast like trends as well, like kind of point in the direction of where it's going.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a great narrative. And like the things that make like a quality dark ride at the Disneyland parks, beloved characters, and really, really good music that everyone remembers. And those are like the two recipes that this thing really has going for it. It's like a driving force. So we'll kind of like dive into a little bit more of this article. Let's go into this. Here you go, Ash. So this article, before I introduce you, was between the author and Lin-Manuel. So let's go for it.
Okay, so last week...
Here, you got it right here.
Right in front of me.
On the 32-inch screen.
This is, I'm like, hey! Last week, Bob Chapek referred to this as the company's new animated franchise. And Lin-Manuel says, did he really? And they go, yes. And then Lin-Manuel said, if I go to Disneyland, I'm going to get some sweet VIP access. And then they asked him, hey, have you started working on anything new? Lin-Manuel said, no, I'm literally learning from you that Chapek said that. I talked to him and I said, I know there's a world in which this casita lives in a theme park and we actually get to walk through it in real life. And that's really exciting. But the other byproduct of all these characters is that there's a lot more folks want us to explore and a lot that's being explored in fan art all over the world. I don't know what form that takes. I don't know if that's an animated series. I don't know if that's a second movie. I don't know if that's a stage adaptation where we have a little more time to go deep. I think it's all possible. We've had no conversations about what they actually are.
Wow. There's a couple of things that I just really want to highlight that stood into me. Like, by the way, if you're like hiring Lin-Manuel, I believe that you're thinking a stage production is coming soon, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to. Like that's guaranteed in the bank, I would imagine. Like that's something that they would want to do. And also seeing the Grammy performance, it's like it seems like that's the way they want to move it, or the Oscar performance rather. This sentence in here, though, really strikes me. I know there's a world in which the casita lives in a theme park and we get to actually walk through it in real life. If you're a Disneyland fan and you've been going to the parks this last year, what is like a major attraction that has been down with a lot of speculation that Disney really hasn't touched upon?
Tarzan's Treehouse.
So we're going to talk about Tarzan's Treehouse. Each week, Mice Chat does an article announcing about like what rides are going under construction based off the Disneyland calendar, and they're able to forecast these like way in advance. So like right now, Toontown has a timetable of 2023, and the two attractions on the calendar that really strike me and that haven't had anything on there is going to be Tarzan's Treehouse and the Nemo Submarines. Like, what is going on in this treehouse? Is this something that Disney's taking their sweet time and it could be absolutely nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Strong possibility. But what are the chances that they're actually going to integrate this new Magic Band Plus technology where waving your Magic Band could bring the area to life with enhancements? Judging by like that technology, the movie's popularity, and like the trend that Disney doesn't necessarily want to give IP a brand new ride, it's more of like, let's just redress this area. Hence, Frozen in Epcot, Avengers Campus here with Bugs Land, Tower of Terror with Guardians. That seems more plausible than like, we're going to give you a plot of land and see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So that to me sounds like Treehouse. Could it be nothing? We'll see.
And that's why like we wanted to talk about this tonight because we were just at the parks. And then when we were talking, like Nick and I talking about this article and, you know, with all the new data that we have with Encanto and everything, like Disney really, they know immediately what a big hit this is. And with it breaking streaming records and people wanting more merch and everything. And, you know, at Walt Disney World having Encanto themed food and all that, like who's to say?
Or Medibel seeing her as a meet and greet. It was packed.
Oh my God. If you guys haven't watched the new video, literally it was like, I'm going to date myself like Beatlemania. What's Justin Bieber? Do people like
it? Was just like meeting Elvis Presley.
It was just like meeting Elvis Presley. It was psycho in a good way. Like it was so funny, you guys. We went up to the character handlers. We're like, oh, what time is Mirabelle coming? And they told us. And then I was like, well, is there a line? And the guy's like, honestly, just prepare for chaos. The second she comes out, people are going to go bananas. And I'm like, Nick and I looked at each other like, no, they're not. Yo.
Yeah,
there was like
nuts.
Parents in light up Encanto shirts. There was kids dressed up as Mirabelle. It was psychotic. There was little kids trying to go under there to meet her. Like,
and then
I haven't seen anything.
Every dad was yelling, "Where's Bruno?
Where's Bruno?" It was
Bam!
crazy. And I'm like, this is absolutely wild. Like,
it was nuts.
It's amazing. And also, I just love, like, you guys know I am Frozen stans, but it's also nice that it is a non-princess woman of color that is the main chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like so many little girls can relate to, or people with, different backgrounds in their family or what have you. Like, it's like Mirabel is such a special character for so many people. It opens up a lot of doors for kids and families.
Yeah. This is a good one. I want to hit on this one from the Disney or Jordan here. Disney Animal Kingdom needs a dark ride, and it would be ideal to have it be Encanto, something themed to Antonio and his room. So this is where it gets going and where it gets like fun. Like, as much as that we're speculating on the treehouse being the quick, easy fix, is that really the appropriate place to place the new Encanto ride? Is that something that they would want it in? Is it an Animal Kingdom? Is it an Epcot? Like, what park do you feel like Encanto fits best in? Or is it DCA? Like, where do you think it could fit best in? I really like what Jordan's saying here because, like, or the Disney, sorry if I'm putting a real name out there in the world, sorry. Animal Kingdom needs a dark ride, a strong IP. Like, this could be something I didn't think about it in that term, but that's kind of awesome. That's really cool.
Can I say something that's going to ruffle feathers?
Hit it.
Bulldoze Figment! Because he's an ugly little dragon and put an Encanto ride there. Figment!
That's the future pavilion. He's in the future.
Whatever. I'm sorry. Everyone's going to hate me for that comment. Also, another thing I'm going to say that no one's going to agree with. I don't really care about what works and what anymore. I got so much crap a couple years ago for saying that instead of Haunted Mansion Holiday, it should be Coco for Halloween. And everyone's like, it doesn't make sense. Coco's not themed in New Orleans. And I'm like, I don't care. I know more people care. I don't. I think that a really cool step would be Encanto taking over Tarzan's Treehouse. Like, I love that. I think that would be cool. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. I think it'd be cool to integrate magic bands. Think about Tarzan's Treehouse at night with the colors from Encanto. Think about that. Like, who cares if it doesn't make sense? It's an Adventureland. That's an adventure. You're going on an adventure in the House Madrigal or what, the Treehouse, whatever. You're in an adventure.
Let it go, guys. I don't want to hear any of this. Because, like, for my book, Tarzan didn't live next door to Indiana Jones.
Yeah! Tarzan and Indiana Jones weren't besties, and he wasn't, like, hanging out with pirates either, boo. So it's like, whatever. And, like, light up that land. Like, imagine walking through Adventureland and looking up, and there's, like, these magical sparkle lights. Like,
and isn't that an incentive if you want to activate those lights? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I don't want to, like, keep pushing this narrative because I know nothing about any of this stuff. But, like, I feel like that would be such a cool way to integrate that in there, and especially with Toontown wanting to build magic bands. Like, if you're really having this magic band plus push, you need more than Toontown.
Yeah.
And what if, too, like, I don't want to get too crazy. Do you think that could be the hold for Nemo Submarines as well? No? I don't know. Like, what if you're able to have some type of motion in certain places? I have no idea, but I'm like, why are you taking so long with all these rides?
I think Nemo Submarines are taking long because maybe Disney's listening to all of us and they're actually scrubbing and deep cleaning those caca algae booger submarines.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. We got a super chat from Jimmy Disney.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you so much.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You go for it, Ash.
The article you have is such good evidence, smart analysis of Lynn's words, and also explain what's going on. We were last in line for the Mirabel meet and greet, and the amount of people that wanted to get in line, good fix till Disneyland forward.
I agree with that.
Also, Jiminy Disney, I'm not sure if you're aware of our monthly giveaway. Do you want to pull that up, babe?
Yeah, let's do that.
So for every Super Chat Venmo channel donation that we get on Mouse Vibes Mondays, you are automatically entered in our monthly giveaway. This month we are giving away 50th anniversary Walt Disney World Space Mountaineers, 50th anniversary Mickey from Space, a Knott's Boysenberry Squishmallow, 4 exclusive limited edition Knott's Boysenberry pins, and then 1 retro Mickey pin. So Jiminy Disney, with your donation to the channel, you are entered into this raffle, and we will announce the winner on the last Mouse Vibes Mondays of the month.
You crushed that.
Whoa! That was a lot! That was a lot to say! But thank you so much for the super chat, and
always supporting, like, just being here is awesome.
And
You're
that
so
was
awesome.
all Nick. Like, Nick is so, like, you guys, Nick possesses a different talent. Like, I still, to this day, don't know my talent. I know that, like, I bring joy to people's lives. Everybody says that I'm fun. And I think that's my talent.
Fun.
I know, but, like, fun isn't necessarily talent. But, like, you're able to, like, get these things and then, like, turn them into this thing. And then it's a thing. Like,
I don't know.
Like, why Jiminy Disney just gave us that super chat? Because you're cool.
I'm just a nerd. I got too much time on my hand. If I'm worried about a deep dive on Lin-Manuel, sorry guys. Maybe I just need to get some more friends. Who wants to hang out?
I know.
Here we go for Magic Park Hop. This is a good one. I feel like Disney Animal Kingdom would be the perfect place to place Encanto ride. So we got 2 right now for Animal Kingdom. Which DAC like that?
Yeah, I mean, anything in Animal Kingdom would be great. Like, you know, I love that for that too. I just want Encanto. I know I saw Melissa's comment, like, don't hate me, I'm not with the Encanto. Not everything is everybody's cup of tea. Like, Ordinary Adventures, like, I don't like Figment. And I joke, like, none of this is, like, with hatred. I just don't like Figment. I just think he's not cute. But I know that Kitra loves him, and
she gets it.
Respect her for her love of Figment.
Yeah, Figment's the best.
Nick has a Figment necklace of Figment. Watch.
A Figment necklace?
What is that?
I have a magic.
Oh, it's a magic. It has like this, like.
But if anyone knows a small creative shop that is doing a Figment necklace, hit me up on the DM. I'm gonna get one now. Could you imagine that? Figment necklace. She's got great ideas. I love it.
But I respect everybody's opinions.
Oh my gosh. When Kidder gets into the chat, we just have to listen. I love this. All right, here we go, Ash.
Bulldoze the Fantasyland Theater at Disneyland and put the casita there and base the attraction tech off the Mystic Manor in Hong Kong. It's the perfect niche corner of Fantasyland for something new! Yes!
Oh, I love that idea. Bringing in, a trackless ride system into Fantasyland is like a great idea. More of that. More of that. Get everyone on that ride. That's a really cool idea. Is it in the budget? I don't know. I would love that. Oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
So it's like Tetris would kill me for saying this, but I love the Fantasyland Theater obviously because of Mickey's Magical Map, but I don't know if that's ever coming back. And I honestly, like, if we have Magic Happens or Paint the Night or a really dope parade, I'm willing to sacrifice less, like, performance-based shows if we have that in exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are they going to bring shows back? And the biggest show that I've heard them coming back to the Fantasyland Theater was the Lion King celebration that was at Animal Kingdom. Mm-hmm. Still haven't gotten a date on that one, but we'll have to look forward to that. As long as, like, entertainment's coming back, I'm all about Fantasyland Theater. Yeah. But, like, an idea like this, that would be the new pillar of Fantasyland. Like, that would be it.
I personally, oh my God, I'm just full of hot takes. I'm so
sorry. Could you
sorry,
imagine that
guys.
in the background, too, with, like, the trees, too? Like, if you looked at Fantasyland straight ahead, that would look incredible.
Fantasyland.
That's really cool.
Our Fantasyland's kind of dinky, and we need a bit more. It's dinky. It's dinky land. It's just like...
Our Fantasyland's still the best one. Come on. Stop that. Tokyo is really good, but Tokyo's good,
but it's just, like, so, like... I know it's based off, like, a little village, but, like, it's just, like, I just wish there was more. I don't know. Maybe I don't get satisfied easy. I just wish, like, it was more. It's just a bit dinky.
And you guys wonder why Little Mermaid's Ashley's favorite movie. I want more. Okay, Lonnie, here we go. If they put Encanto in the Tarzan Treehouse, it would be a horrible location. Traffic-wise, it's already super congested in that area as it is. They should ditch Pooh Bear or something. See, that's kind of an interesting take. Yeah. I know a lot of the speculation about Tarzan Treehouse is it being repurposed for traffic flow for Pirates of the Caribbean. They are doing the rework for Fantasyland, like redoing all of that. We're not sure if the bridge is staying. We're not sure if any of that's really happening or what's going on. There's a lot of stuff up in the air. So, like, the cool thing about this project is, like, when Fantasmic happens, we're going to have a great indication, like, boom, this is how that area is going to work now.
I just think it would be so cool if Disney pulled the rug from under us and, like, when they announced the Tarzan Treehouse coming back, if they're like, psych, you never got to say bye to Tarzan's Treehouse, instead we have Encanto, because then no one would really be mad. The majority of people wouldn't be mad that they couldn't say bye to Tarzan's Treehouse, because, like, whatever, but then they get this brand new, you know what I mean? Like, how cool would that be if they were like, surprise?
Oh my gosh, I would love that. But would you love this, Ashley?
Bulldoze Matterhorn and put Encanto there. I mean, as long as the exterior of Matterhorn didn't change, I wouldn't mind if it was inside. I know I'm in the minority, but I just love Matterhorn.
Yeah. You and Bob Gurr love it.
It's just pretty. I just love that it's the only one of its kind. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why I love it so much. But what if we had Figment hitchhiking on the side of Matterhorn? Happy medium. And then you.
What are you talking about? What is this collaboration you're talking about?
You guys love.
I just tried to digest that. I was like, wait, no, absolutely no, immediately no.
I was trying to please all parties.
Sunny, everyone talking about Encanto. I'm still waiting on a Coco Dark Ride. So this is where I kind of look at it as like the Encanto buzz, and this is kind of funny. Like, is this the makeup call for Coco? Is it? I mean, like the trend of the music and what the kids want. Is it the hot take of the month? Could this be passed up in a year by a Little Mermaid soundtrack or whatever they have cooking next? Like, absolutely. I also honestly don't believe we don't talk about Bruno was like the thing like this is going to be the number one single on it. I think it just happened to be it. The same way with like You're Welcome was for Moana. I don't think that going into that, they're like, this is the number one track, bet all your money on it. And it's apparent with that, with the Oscars, that they didn't submit that as the track of choice. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Lin-Manuel said he was just like, that wasn't even like that wasn't the lead song. I threw that together because I couldn't figure out a way to explain Bruno's storyline. So that wasn't even supposed to be the main song. Well,
I need more happy accidents like that in my life.
Yeah, seriously. I'm really sorry, though, but to go back, like, that would be cool if, like, for no reason, they just had Figment hitchhiking on the Matterhorn.
Yeah.
I make no sense. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, we got to hit up some of these comments. People are in this.
It's because I'm in charge of the comments, and now I'm
oh, come on, I got it. You're come on, we got you.
Wait, look.
Okay, do it.
No,
because Ashley's got to assume her position. Look at her.
Look at me. Okay, hold on. Nick's gonna be so annoyed with me right now. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you can take over. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Well, you have to go up. We haven't gotten those comments.
This is where we just were.
Okay. Star Wars Trading Post can be turned into Madrigal's restaurant or something in downtown Disney. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, Star Wars sells too much merch.
Keep that Star down. Wars is like the king of Disneyland. Like, Star Wars is too big of a franchise for like any less Star Wars.
And they're just pumping out material, like movies for days. They got the shows coming out. Like, that's the big thing. And like, when a lightsaber drops, everyone in the Disney community like is like, boom, we're gonna see what it is. Everyone wants to get it, and I feel like it's just around the corner. Like, we don't have Encanto night yet, but we do have Star Wars Celebration nights.
Which I didn't get this until recently, just because like where I'm going to Star Wars night for the first time. But like, Star Wars is you can't get rid of any Star Wars at Disneyland. People will riot.
Yeah,
you can't.
Here we go. This is going from Jiminy Disney, because this was kind of brought up as a rumor way in advance.
Zootopia is coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom, right? That hasn't been confirmed. And
usually, like, if something is going into one of the international parks, I believe it's supposed to be there for a certain extended time before it's allowed to be copied over.
Yeah.
Here we go from Juliet. This is good.
If they expand into Antonio from Encanto's animal talent in Animal Kingdom, that would be adorable. That would be cool. That would be awesome.
That would be good. I like that a lot. Here we go for more adventures.
Hot take, we don't need an Encanto ride. I think the music is trending right now, but I don't think the film will be something we talk about in 10 years. The songs we will. Okay.
That's kind of how I felt about Frozen, though. Like, I felt that same way about Frozen. Like, the movie is the first one's really fun. The second one, it just seems like they really were pushing, and gosh, I don't want to sound like a jerk here, but like merchandise and stuff like that. And I feel like Encanto, like, all right, let's just kind of, should we pivot real quick onto like the more of the article? Because we haven't even finished it. That was just the first tab of it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get back to this on this one, Peter, because I think you're right. Do you want to hit on this?
Okay, so that's why I feel like if it took over Tarzan's Treehouse as an attraction, I agree. I personally don't need an Encanto dark ride. I would love a Coco dark ride over Encanto. But if we did the Treehouse, I feel like that's a walkthrough attraction. And you check off each box. The adults get to enjoy it. If you incorporate magic bands, kids, lights, all of that stuff, and you're still catering to an audience, and you get to play the music. But I personally don't think we need a dark ride either. I think that a little walkthrough do is good. So I kind of agree with you.
Yeah. I like that. Let's just keep going on this, and then we can kind of go into it.
Let's just go through the
Dinkland.
Wait, picture Bulldoze Small World and put just Bulldoze Small World. I don't care what you put over it.
People would lose their minds. They would go nuts.
Oh my god.
You guys. People will go nuts.
I put up a TikTok the other day joking because like I always have to say this. We're talking about theme parks. Like, none of this is that serious. Like, everyone's allowed to have their opinion, whatever. Like, it's all in good fun. But I put up a TikTok the other day saying, like, I never want to ride It's a Small World. And a couple people, I felt so bad. They were like, I can't believe people feel this way. And I was like, it's just a joke. But I know people stand It's a Small World so hard. But if I never rode it again, I wouldn't bat an eye.
No, I'm good on it. I know the song. Like, I can sing it to you if you guys want. I'm good. Here we go from Danny Dang. Shout out Danny Dang. Thank you for being here.
Danny Dang. I like your name.
Yo, just got done watching tons of videos. 5 vibes from Vietnam. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you so much.
Here we go for Morning Adventures again.
I want Moana or Coco ride instead. If I want a Coco ride so bad. Like, I want it.
This is the scale, too, of, like, importance. I love this. Like, this is a fun conversation. We're talking about Frozen. It's everywhere, right? Obviously, they have an attraction in Epcot, and it's expanding to other parks worldwide. Look at Moana. It's a promised water area at Epcot. Like, water. I don't know what it's really going to look like. The art looks cool, and then nothing about Coco. Like, absolutely nothing. I feel like if Coco was able to, like, maybe have a spin-off for a second one, like, that's where it would kind of come into play. Like, because, like, Frozen was huge. Frozen 2 was even bigger, and I feel like it was less of a story and really focused on these, like, side characters that became, like plushies, essentially. What was that, like, chameleon thing? So you don't even remember the character. The little lizard?
The little lizard. It was like a chameleon that changed and helped her find her path. Frozen 2 is where you found out how their parents died, and that's where Elsa found her origin story. Get out of here. Stop. Stop.
We're going to have a Frozen debate on it.
Stop.
I don't need to know all that information. I like just that you're there with it. I like it. I don't need all that.
You need to know how Elsa got her powers. You don't just like, oh, here's a lady with powers, and don't question where the powers came from.
Really? Tell that to Tom Holland. I don't know anything about his powers.
He got bit by a spider.
Nope. Don't ever see it. You're just in it. I don't want to hear that.
Anyway. We'll fight off camera about this later.
Here we go. I like this from Shelton.
Looking forward to Anaheim PD to break the news of Encanto.
Facts. That is going to happen.
It is going to happen. But I mean, Peter, I think Peter's here under Ordinary Adventures. Peter, we've talked about this on Twitter and on live so many times. The fact that there's not a Coco ride in Southern California is the biggest missed opportunity ever. Ever. I said what I said. Yeah.
I feel like if we're going to kind of touch on this real quick. Hold on. Sorry.
I'm so upset about your Frozen comment. But, like, we literally have, like, an Elsa, like, custom drawing.
I like the Frozen 1 is superior to Frozen 2. It's the same way when anyone's like, I like Secret of the Ooze over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 1. I'm like, what? I'm just kidding.
What is Secret of the Ooze? Is that a dimension?
Come on, everyone out there knows Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
Kidder, we need a behind the scenes of the new room setup.
It is, you guys, our room setup. Like, I'm trying not to feel overwhelmed, but, like, the screen right here, we have, like, 6 lights. And
it's like Ordinary Adventures video where they're like controlling the Star Cruiser. That's what this
looks
like. No joystick though. We're just like. And
I'm like really trying to learn how to do things, but clearly I can't keep up with the chat. But one day I'm gonna learn.
She's doing. I'm really excited that she's doing. This was all on me, and she's like, "Babe, why are you so stressed afterwards?" I'm like, "I'm multitasking over here."
I just like to yap, and then yeah.
Oh anyway. My. All right. Which one do you want to hit on here?
Oh my god.
I like this from Four Unfaithful.
Careful, Nick. Ashley looked like she wanted to strangle you when you talked about Frozen like that.
I know. She got mad.
It's fine. I'm someone that understands that not everything is everyone's cup of tea, but we can all like things as long as it's positive. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let's get into the second part of this article because this is kind of where it gets spicy. All right, here you go, Ash.
But you want a theme park attraction? What about a Columbia Pavilion at Epcot? Lin-Manuel says, well, I took my kids to Disneyland for the first time pre-pandemic a few years ago. And when we sat through the Little Mermaid thing 5 times in a row, that's where my brain goes. It's like, I want to go in I know how to read, you guys. I'm sorry. It's like I want to go in and out of this casita and see those characters and see the house respond because that's something Disney can do that no one else can do. But yeah, in terms of the world of characters, it's really early days on that. I don't know what that will be.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting. There's a couple things I'm going to take away from this. And we sat through the Little Mermaid thing 5 times in a row, and he talks about being pre-pandemic. Does this help go on? I know Lin-Manuel has like talked about being a huge fan of Howard Ashman, but is this also like, hey, I'm gonna work on Little Mermaid? Because I think they've just wrapped that up this last year, right?
Yeah.
Interesting on that. And then talking about the Epcot pavilion of it all, do you think Epcot is a good home for it? Like, is there any pavilion that you would switch out for Columbia Pavilion?
America.
What?
The American Pavilion's lame.
Oh my gosh.
We're in America. We don't need an American pavilion. But the moonshine.
But we can have a California park in California.
But it's not a California. Shut up! But it's not a California park anymore. It's not like except for like the Soarin' area. But like, we don't need America.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm just spicy girl tonight.
Yeah, I guess so. Aloha, Mouse Vibes. Just put some aloha for Ashley right now, guys. Woo! Here we go for more adventures.
Pitch, a Pixar dark ride where every room is a new movie. You can have a Coco room, a Moana room, a Wall-E room, an Up room, and every few years they can change a room out to a new movie. That's a really cool idea. Kind of like the Great Movie Ride, but for Pixar. That's dope.
Here's a good one from Jiminy Disney.
They will sell birria tacos, and yet they won't put a Coco ride. What is happening? Does Joy from Inside Out love micheladas? Come on, Disney, preach. Do you know in Southern California how many more michis you can sell? Tacos, you can bring in a small taco shop, a new food truck over in Hollywoodland, and invest more in the Mexican culture in Southern California, which is predominantly Mexican, by incorporating more Coco. Missed opportunity. Agree, Jiminy Disney. 100.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think it was a missed opportunity, honestly. And the one place that would have fit great is DCA.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I keep going on this thing of like, if you want it, it has to be something that could fit anywhere now. It can't just be specifically for DC if you're going to get a brand new attraction.
Yeah.
It's got to fit multiple places.
It has to be a cookie cutter ride because they want to
they want to be able to like duplicate it or use it in other ways or where it would sell. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Moana isn't. I always think Moana and Frozen are Pixar movies, and then I get confused. So yeah, I hear you. I got what you mean.
All right, let's get to this next one. All right, so let's talk about what pavilion you would want to go in, or do you not care? You said America, that's your choice?
Are we bulldozing a pavilion to replace with Columbia?
Yeah. Which one would you get rid of for it? Where does it fit for you?
I would just I just feel like the America Pavilion in America is a bit unnecessary, even though I know tourists would like it, but
we get a lot of international guests in, so it's like a little bit, like Walt Disney World.
Maybe Canada?
Get rid of the theater.
I'm sorry for my maple, eh?
So you would start, your choices are now, you either start in Encanto at the Columbia Pavilion, or you start in Mexico. Both sound like a turn up.
You always, Both
sound like a turn up. For me, going down it, I would shout out to Morocco, but I'd get rid of Morocco. I feel like that would be a good spot to put it.
But the Morocco Pavilion's so beautiful. And their beer is really nice. But yeah, I
just feel like there's not an attraction in that back area. America, China. Like, it seems like that would fit better for like another attraction.
I agree. Morocco or America.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did you get this graphic, babe?
My mom made it. I don't know. I don't know where I found it. It was the last minute. Sorry, kidder. You're right. You caught me slipping right there.
That is so funny.
All right, here we go. Okay, so I really want to talk about Frozen and kind of like stuff that we could see for Encanto. I believe it was our buddy Tetris who's like, I guarantee you this is going to be the summer of Encanto at Disneyland. And if you want to kind of look at the hype of Frozen with the Frozen fun that was at DCA, like there was so much hype for this. They transformed the whole Hollywood back area into Frozen. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Did you go?
I went one time.
Yeah.
But I didn't that wasn't a unique part of my life when I was working 80 hours a week and couldn't get down to Disney very much.
So it's just kind of interesting. It was like a good fix for like how do you get this into the park immediately and get people in there. So this is cool. They had like themed cocktails back there, a little bit of food, and then stage 17 was transformed into like this Olaf Snow Fest. Does anyone remember this?
I remember it. I remember seeing old grainy videos of it.
So it's kind of interesting. It's like that was the immediate fix. Is Disney able to do that at Disneyland right now? And if so, where would it go? Stage 17 is basically the Marvel Avengers Mall. It's Mall of America.
It's such a hard question to answer for me because it's like you have like all the random photo spots or places you can go like in Hollywoodland. You have that blue wall, which maybe something can go there. But then you have the random Spider-Man thing. And then you have the random Captain America thing.
What are you talking about?
You know where you walk towards Hollywoodland where like those little pockets of space are?
In the very back?
In the very back. Yeah. And then you have like the little, where the Symphony Swings are, where they kind of turn it into a little photo spot, but then there's not enough room. It's like, where would you guys build an Encanto?
Well, you don't have to focus in Hollywoodland. It can go anywhere.
But like even like if you think about by the Pixar Pier, there's like not... Like, it's a space issue, which is the overall issue at California theme parks.
Yep. So I don't think, again, I'm hitting on that. I don't think that they're going to be able to do that. I think it's entertainment for now. Figure out some way to bring in there. Are we going to get something for Fantasmic? Are we going to get something for World of Color? All of those things are kind of on the table. Have they changed projectors at both the shows? Yeah. Like, is that something that could happen? Sure, but they haven't announced anything. And they were pretty quick on the trigger to be like, hey, Fantasmic out Orlando is going to get new scenes. Hey, Main Street Electrical Parade is getting new floats. Here are all the floats. There's been nothing really said about World of Color at all. Nothing said about Fantasmic. So it'll be interesting to see how it all kind of plays out.
I think it'll just be a surprise. Like, I feel like some things are nice as surprises. Like, why does everything need to be announced? Like, just let it be. Like, I love the shock value. Like, for any of you guys that are, like, into music and going to concerts, like, there's no better feeling than when you go to a concert and, like, someone comes out, like when Drake came out, when we went and saw Roy Woods at the Roxy, I lost my mind. The same thing. If like they did something cool and new at Fantasmic, like the surprise factor is dope. I think that's cool. You don't know about it.
I think yes and no, because like this is kind of something that's been happening in the parks lately with like the new characters coming to Avengers Campus. Like none of the cast members really want to talk about it, and that's something that we ran into with we don't talk about Bruno thing. We got like 12 different answers. And I don't even think it was like, I think it's just bad communication or them not really knowing what to say or are they supposed to tell people. But the people who are knowing about this information are people who are season pass holders, who follow the TikTok, who follow the Twitter, who follow all this. Those are the people that, again, have passes or, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm paying full price and they're not telling me, hey, Bruno is going to be showing up for the first time back here or Moon Knight is at Avengers Campus and I'm there, I'm a little bit cheesed. I'm like, I have to know the backside of Disney to know Moon Knight's here?
Yeah, I'm not like trying to be negative because I'm not a cast member and I don't know what they go through. But it was a bit frustrating on Monday knowing that it was public knowledge about the Encanto show. And we asked 15 different cast members and no one knew any information. And like, I'm going to date myself. Back in my day, I never was allowed, like in the beginning of my career, I was never allowed to say, I don't know. I'd be like, I don't know, but I'm going to find out for you. And everybody on Monday was like, I don't know. And I was just like, this is like, I'm trying not to get frustrated, but we were getting a bit frustrated. Like, nobody's stuff matched up. And it was similar to like the opening day of Lunar New Year. What time did the booths open? We got like 6 different times.
I got one that was saying, this is, what was it? A rollout for it.
This
isn't even it, actually. It starts tomorrow. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's today.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a brat, but I'm just saying, like, it was like, I wish that like Tetris was like, why can't a memo or a sign go out being like, this is what's happening
And that's
today?
what it should be. It shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't. There should be hype there. There should be people booking reservations and all of it. Like, that's what they want.
But what I'm saying, babe, is for Fantasmic, when you're adding in one scene of a show, I don't think you need to put up a sign at Disneyland being like, tonight we're adding in a 2-second scene of Encanto to a show. It's different than here's an Encanto show.
But why do they do it for Walt Disney World then? That's what I mean. They said that they're getting rid of the Pocahontas scenes to add new scenes. So that's what I was saying. Like,
oh, well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Yep. Seems like it. So this is kind of interesting to see how it plays out. Let's talk about Frozen, though, for a little bit. So Frozen, again, came out in 2013. And the Epcot ride actually opened out in 2016, so a really short 3-year timetable. And then since then, we're going to get 3 different Arendelles. One of them will be at Hong Kong Disney this next year. And then Paris just announced that they're going forward with theirs, so it's their formal new long project for Frozen. So kind of looking at this basis, like it's a cool little template. I'm not saying Encanto's on this level because, again, it's a stream movie. Yes, they're having hard numbers by YouTube plays and streaming of music and stuff like that. That's not hard dollars. Like Frozen 1 made $1 billion. Like $1 billion. And that's easy to justify that. And then seeing how popular that attraction was, it was like, cool, we have to figure out a way to expand this. So now that we're having 3 different lands pop up, so again, shout out to Walt Disney Studios for formally announcing theirs. You kind of want to talk about what's on there?
Let me look. Arendelle, isn't there supposed to be a coaster? I can't really see the...
Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah, read it.
Disneyland Paris has announced their long overdue overhaul plans for Walt Disney Park Studios after 2 long years. So this is going to be a multi-year transformation that will focus on Disney Frozen, and it'll release a piece of concept art. So let's look at the concept art on the next side of it.
Oh my God, I didn't realize you wanted me to read it. I thought I was looking at the concept.
No, you're good.
Dirty. Oh my God, this is amazing.
So this kind of looks like the forecast for a quick turnaround. I mean, again, it's only 9 years since the movie came out. We're going to get 3 different lands across the world. Like, that is nuts. Yeah. And that looks like the direction that would make a lot of sense. And, like, you got all these different things. Like, a lot of Animal Kingdom for Encanto. Disneyland could fit into it. You know, Epcot. The possibilities right now are endless. And one of the things that they're going back to that initial article with when Bob Chapek was like, hey, this is our next franchise. That lets you know right then and there. We're going to see more spin-offs. We're going to see a sequel. It looks like that's the formula of what they're going to be able to do. And if that sequel does come up, look for more characters that could be easily sold. Talking about like the Porg to whatever is in this Encanto world. Yeah. Like there's going to be a lot of possibilities.
Honestly, like to Nick's point, I feel like, let's say hypothetically they did an Encanto sequel. If that and COVID is completely over and we have movie theaters fully back in swing, if the Encanto sequel performs as well as Frozen 2 did, I think that's where we can have a land speculation and all that stuff. But for right now, to Peter's point, I think it's fine with a walkthrough attraction and not having so much of it, but what they're sprinkling in the parks is great. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I do. Here's a good one from Peter.
Imagine that concept art, but that's the Matterhorn in the background and it's built where the Nemo Autopia is. Yes! Oh my gosh. That would be, honestly, like I said earlier, Fantasyland is like dinky to me. If they've like bulldozed like Nemo's area and they built Arendelle there, I would be so satisfied. Like, I don't want a Tron coaster right there. I want Arendelle.
I don't think you're going to see anything bulldoze. I mean, according to the Anaheim PD with Disneyland Forward. The cool thing about this is, like, initially the rumor, what we were hearing was that Frozen Arendelle would fit perfect back then into this new expansion area. It could have its own little land. Does Encanto popularity change that? Is all of this like a facade for a possible Encanto Disneyland Forward project? Is that something on the table? Or they want to take the automatic... Let's just put Arendelle back there and get it going. I like Peter's idea of the backdrop, though, of the Matterhorn. Yeah. Like, I love that idea. I think that would be so cool. And that would, like, really spread out Fantasyland. Yeah. Like, that would be incredible. Yeah. Dang. Oh, my gosh. A lot to think on.
And honestly, so many people have said this as, like, I don't know if you guys saw that tweet that went viral, but was, like, pitch your worst Disney overlays. And so many people said turn Matterhorn into Frozen. And while I love Matterhorn the way it is, if they did one day turn it into Frozen, it would make sense.
The only thing they should turn Matterhorn into, obviously, is Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings would fit perfect back there.
Yes, a Jamaican bobsled team would fit in Fantasyland.
Yeah, gotta take them out. Take out the Swiss. No, I'm really excited for it. Again, this is like all speculation, all fun, and it's cool to be able to talk about things like this. Just because we've seen the amount of Encanto being put out there in the parks and like seeing firsthand, like, the fandom for it, like having a meet and greet's one thing, having a projection show for 2 minutes, and it was like going to a Justin Bieber concert where like people were pushing in and getting there, and we had guys on with tripods. Like, it was a scene. I was like, whoa! I thought I was going to be able to just walk up front, but it was not like that.
People were. See, here's the thing. So initially, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Initially, I was really excited. I was like, oh my gosh. And then thinking back to it, I wish there would have been a bit more. I don't know what more they could have done with it, but I don't know.
Put more characters. It's don't sound to seem like a Debbie Downer. There's a lot of filler in it. It's like mostly weird animations that have nothing to do with it. It's just like bright colors.
Yeah, it was like random like flowers and stuff. And like, here's the thing, like it was cool for kids, but like, and the audio wasn't loud enough. But
well, it's where we were standing.
Yeah. Sorry.
So here we go from Crystal.
Take out Tomorrowland and put Arendelle, a popular opinion. Girl, that is not an unpopular opinion. Just keep Space Mountain in the corner because I like that ride, but bye. I agree.
My guy Ryan over here knows. He gets it. Jamaica has a bobsled team. You have to sing it too. Here we go, Kidder. Here we go.
What do you do with the monorail through the back of that area?
See, these are good questions. Monorail, schmonorail. I'm good with it. Keep it wherever. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Feel the rhythm, Nick. Love Cool Runnings.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. That's the sequel we all want, where they go back and win.
You are too much.
It's too good. I love all of that.
You are so funny.
So yeah, guys, that's our talk about Encanto, talking about the theme parks, things that we're really excited for. Again, this is going to be a huge, I think that's like the tipping off point of like summertime at Disneyland, because next week we're getting characters on the 18th. Huge news about that. And then we're getting all the 3 shows, World of Color, Disneyland Forever, Main Street Electrical on the 22nd.
Oof.
On the 30th is the Disneyland 1-year celebration that quickly, and then it goes right into Star Wars, like Star Wars Night, May 3rd and May the 4th. There's so much popping off. Going into Fantasmic as well. Like, there's so much happening right now that we're going to be at Disneyland a lot. I think this is going to sound crazy, but I think we're going to be there like 8 times like the next month. That's a lot for us, for anyone.
I have like a random question. Do you guys think when Obi-Wan premieres that they're going to have a walk-around character in Tomorrowland? Like, do you think that that's like, do you think that there's any possibility that they will replicate with the Star Wars shows in Tomorrowland, like kind of like how they do in Avengers Campus, since I know they don't want to break the timeline in Galaxy's Edge, but I was wondering that because everybody's so excited for the Obi-Wan show, and I was just wondering, like, with, what is it, Star Wars Bay, Launch Bay, like if they might have character meet and greets or something there, because I do feel like Disney's missing an opportunity in Disneyland with the success of the Star Wars Disney Plus series. I just feel like there's such a big, since that's their biggest franchise.
I feel like they kind of want to keep everything that's like related to Batu in that area. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Time will only tell.
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. Or like if on Star Wars Night, if anything's going to happen. I have no idea.
Well, awesome.
I know.
A lot of fun, guys. We want to give a big shout out to all our moderators in the chat and everyone for joining us on a Wednesday. I know this is a little bit different for everyone. Oh, let's hit up these last few. Sorry about that.
Yeah, let's hit up the last few. Ordinary Adventures, new animation takes time and money. Putting patterns that easily conform to small world exterior of previous movie clips is cheaper and faster. That makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely. At first, it was cool, like to see the Small World transform and have this cool little pattern. And then I thought it was like a Mary Blair pattern that was on Small World that would coincide with the Main Street Electrical Parade, because that's what like the end floats are. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, but it was cool. I just wish there was more characters in there. Hidden Brunos through it. By the way, if you didn't watch our video from this last week, I had hidden Brunos throughout every scene. So go watch that again.
Yeah, Nick put like little hidden Brunos like popping in. It was really cute.
You have to count and see who can get it, how many there are. Here we go from Crystal.
Yes, move Space Mountain next to Star Wars Land. I mean, it's like so funny. I still just like, I don't care if like it's just a random ride in the corner, like at all. Like I don't mind. But if they like bulldozed Tomorrowland and just kept Space Mountain, I'd be fine with it.
Awesome. Here we go. Blakely's here. What up? How are you?
Blakely? Thanks for being here.
Here we go.
Maybe a Launch Bay meet and greet would make sense to open that back up for May. I think so too, because I just like feel like, you know, if you think about we had the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett show, and we're going to have Obi-Wan. Like, I feel like Disney is missing such a big opportunity with utilizing Disneyland the way that they utilize Avengers Campus and like the hype that builds around it. And I know they don't want to break the timeline in Batu, but to put it in the launch phase, a meet and greet or something special, I think that'd be really cool.
I think that's something that we're going to see it, to be honest. And I feel like this kind of news is sprinkling, like, Encanto show's coming. Like, they've been sprinkling little by little. We already know that hyperspace is coming back. Like, there is a draw that's going to be there for Star Wars Celebration. would classic character meet and greets like Darth Vader again be there? Is Captain Plasma going to walk down and have the Imperial March? Like, all of those things make sense, especially with Star Wars Celebration going on across the street.
Yeah.
Like, the month of May is definitely like Star Wars now.
Yeah.
It is.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm really, really excited to see what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks with Disney. And there's going to be so much hype. Just remember to be kind to everyone. It's going to be hot. People are going to be lined up stampeding. Like, people are going to have a lot to do. And I feel like also the new trend is that people are going to be going to Disneyland later in the day because entertainment's back.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you want to like crush out rides, get there early. And if you want to get to those shows, save your energy, get there a little bit later.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. Here we go from Jiminy Disney.
I'm just so over the timeline in Batuu. Get all the characters out there. I get why Batuu in Florida should remain in time, but why can't ours on this coast be different time? You know, I'm not versed enough on Star Wars to know why they do it or why they're so strict, but I would imagine since Disney put so much money into Galaxy's Edge, they really want to see it through. I'm not sure. I personally don't care about breaking the timeline, but I know a lot of people do care about it. But I would just hope that, like, maybe since Tomorrowland is a mishmash of whatever, that they can utilize that space to, like, put in characters.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I don't care about the timeline, but I know a lot of people do care about it. But, like, with the success of, like, Baby Yoda or Grogu, like, I feel like they should have had, like, a floating little bubble pod of him. I think that would have made sense.
Here's a good one from Ryan. Do we get Luke and Grogu also?
That would be cool. I don't know.
It's all up. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of videos. I can't wait to see what Ordinary Adventures is going to do for it. Like, they're going to have so much fun with their videos. They're going to have a wealth of knowledge, and Ashley's going to be like, who is this?
I
know. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to see like the two different sides of it. We're really excited for all the celebration. And we got a couple other videos coming out this week, guys. Tomorrow I have a video with my dad and I going to Knott's Berry Farm. It was my dad, my little brother, and I, and they hadn't been ever. So it was like a cool video, get to celebrate Knott's, and then we're going back and doing a Disneyland food video this week. Have it all shot, just finishing up the edit.
Yeah.
And just gearing in for this next week, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then obviously the next few weeks is going to be so much content. My birthday celebration / all 3 shows coming back to Disney. And then the month of May is going to be crazy. So we're going to have a bunch of new content coming. And then also, if you aren't aware, Nick and I do have a Patreon page where we put more personal content, more free-flowing type of content up, and we do 1 bonus episode per month. So if you guys aren't familiar with Patreon, you want a different way to support us, check out Patreon, patreon.com/mousevibes. And if you haven't given this live a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, please.
Yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to all our Patreon members and family. Thank you so much for supporting us each week. I do want to kind of announce that Ashley and I booked a different type of vacation. We're going to San Diego. We booked a spot on the beach, and it's a dog-friendly house, so we're bringing Elliot. We're going to do like a little family vacay. It's right across the street from the dog beach there, and we're really excited to kind of do something different. Yeah. So, it's going to be really fun. Yeah,
we, when we were like planning out the rest of the year, we want to do like a lot of like romantic trips and see our friends in different cities and whatever. So we booked a week's stay in San Diego. We're going to bring Elliot with us. He's going to go to the beach for the first time, and we're going to try different type of content. So hopefully you guys like it. It'll be some like travel themed content, not necessarily all theme parks or what have you, but yeah, I think it'll be fun. And a lot of those bonus episodes will also be for Patreon as well. So we're excited.
We're really excited for it, guys. Thank you so much for vibing with us on a Wednesday. I know it probably caught everyone off guard.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for hanging out with us and being here each week to support us. It really means a lot to both Ashley and I.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you guys soon.